Hi, everyone. I'm Timothy Mitchell with Mimaki, and there's a big event that we have at the end of the month. It is called the Mimaki Digital Textile Microfactory. It is a file-to-finish event where we show you all the steps that are necessary for you to be successful printing to all kinds of different textiles. And textile itself is like 8 different categories. You know, you can use UV, or you can use natural fibers, you can use stretch, you can use flag, you can use backdrops, SEG, backlit. Well, we're going to show you all of that, and we're going to invite all the experts I could find in every piece of the workflow so that you can see how it goes together. You can take time to talk to the people involved, and then you can make yourself very familiar and educated about making rational decisions about what's it going to take to get into dye sublimation or direct UV or whatever process you want to for fabric. But I think you need to be in the textile and fabric business. It's a huge market. It's growing. It's growing for a reason. And knowing it and having a command of it, even at a rudimentary level, I think is essential in the sign and display segment. And it's a big market. So here today, I have a guest, and I love my guests. This is Chris Despiens. Chris, you're from Ergosoft. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Timothy.
Tell me what your title is, and then also tell me a little bit about Ergosoft and the history of Ergosoft. And I'll just say from my end, Ergosoft is one of the key workflows that we use at Mimaki for both the new Tiger as well as the TRAPIS, as well as the new 3200. Ergosoft is a key software that we actively use to get very good results. And part of that is because people who use Ergosoft that want to see samples or demos already are committed to it, and it has a very significant presence in the textile industry, hence why we've adopted it, because that's what people use. So please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about Ergosoft.
Well, thank you very much. A very kind introduction. My name is Chris Despiens. I am officially the sales manager with Ergosoft and in North America. And I've been with the company around 7.5, maybe 8 years. It's always difficult to keep track of time. But my primary role at Ergosoft is to assist with the commercial and business development side of the product. And being in the smaller range of the company spectrum, like many people, I wear a lot of hats. So my primary role on the pre-sale side is to help companies try and tackle some of the practical challenges they have. Maybe they've outgrown their existing RIP. Maybe they're dealing with a specific issue related to color matching or consistency across machines. And so the first step for me is always to ask a lot of questions and try and figure out how we might be able to help. And to the second part of your question, Ergosoft as a company, as many may know, is a Swiss-based company who's been around for around 20 years at this point. Ergosoft was one of the first companies to kind of come into the RIP game, largely based upon some early proprietary dithering and color algorithms that our founder, Hans Peter Tobler, created at this point a very long time ago. Over the course of time, our product really has grown substantially in the range of features that we offer. And being more widely utilized in a variety of different print technologies globally in Asia and Europe, we've accumulated a pretty substantial variety of different features that enable companies to solve a pretty wide range of practical challenges. So as I always say, Ergosoft is two things: color solutions and workflow solutions. So if you have a lot of different machines, or if you're working with spots, we want to help you get to the output quality that you need. And then ultimately, like everyone's looking for, we want to make your life easier. So a lot of our more advanced functionality is leveraging presets, semi-automation, full automation. The whole idea of trying to make a repetitive task in the RIP something that is hassle-free and thus improves your throughput and efficiency.
So fantastic. Hey, that was a very, very good answer. Thank you very much. I think you covered all the ground. For those of you who And I really strongly encourage you to attend. For those of you who can attend on October 30th in Los Angeles, the Mimaki event, Chris will be there. We're going to be running Ergosoft on the Tiger. We're going to be running Ergosoft on TRAPIS. We may run it on some other products as well, so you can see it in action in an actual workflow. We're going to try to get Chris up on stage as well. We'll make some room for him because Ergosoft is a key partner of Mimaki, and we work through partnerships. When you're going to see at this event how important it is to have a complete workflow solution, because Mimaki is a part of this, but we're the printer part. We're not the calendar press part. We're not the fabric part. We're not the RIP part. We're not the color expertise part. We're not the print to web to print part. We're not the finishing and cutting. Well, we have nice cutters. Our flatbed cutters are great, but there's a workflow you have to command here. And if you understand the workflow and you get to meet all the people, then you start to understand how important it is in the things that Chris is saying, which is efficiency, reproducibility, taking repetitive tasks and automating them using hot folder systems, and then also very key, color, the command and control of color, and then the reproducibility of color. The process of doing that is all built in very nicely in Ergosoft, and you'll get to see us doing that in person. Chris, I want to thank you for taking a little time today to introduce yourself. I wanted to thank you for attending this event. Anything else you want to say just in closing?
I look forward to meeting everyone at this event. I'm very excited to attend, and I will say from my perspective, Mimaki has put a ton of time and effort into the organization of this event, and if you are at all interested in one of their machines or in getting into this space, look forward to seeing you in LA.
That's perfect. Thank you very much. Chris, thank you for joining us, everybody. Mimaki Digital Textile Microfactory, October 30th, 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll have a great Mexican lunch. We'll probably have some nice wine and cheese to finish. And I'll probably have about 40 world-class experts in every piece of textile printing that you can take time and speak to and educate yourself about the industry. And with that, thank you very much. Bye.